Hello everybody and welcome to Banished. Banished is a relatively new game released in February of this year. It's a medieval simulation city building sort of game. It is a lot of fun. I just picked it up recently in the Steam Summer Sale. I've only played it like once or twice. I've died absolutely brutally twice in a row. First time my villagers all starved to death, and the second time they all froze to death in the winter because they didn't have enough firewood. So given my track record so far, I figured it would be a perfect time to start a sort of a Let's Play. It's known for being quite brutal, so that just makes it all sorts of fun. So let's get a new name going on. We're going to start fresh here. Milfordsville is fine. Let's see, Ducktown. Ducktown. I like that quite a bit. Villos, Dependle, Kissin. There's lots of great stuff to have here. I think I'm sort of Shullsburyport. Okay, you know what? I like Shullsburyport better, just for the sheer purpose of it being such a long compound name. Lemond, Hobgoodlyn. You know what? We're gonna go with Hobgoodlyn. It's like a hobgoblin, but it's a Hobgoodlyn instead. It's much nicer, I guess. Okay, Hobgoodlyn. Now, we're going to go with valleys instead of mountains. It just makes it more sort of livable terrain. Terrain size, we're going to go for medium. Climate, now I've only ever tried fair in the past, which has been fine. Frankly, it's been fair. I've heard mild is very easy, and I've heard harsh is quite difficult, so we're going to go for harsh because I'm a masochist. Disasters, we're going to have on, of course, because I'm a masochist. And starting conditions, I'm not going to go hard. I'm not going to go for the full hardest difficulty you could do. We're just going to go medium because hard is actually brutally difficult. No seeds for farming at all. No livestock, no nothing, and such a few number of families is actually a very, very hard thing to do. Especially for me, I'm very new at the game. I've not looked at the internet for anything. I've learned this entirely on my own. Haven't looked at a wiki, haven't looked at Reddit or anything. So this will be a very new experience for me. So let's go ahead and get started on medium difficulty, harsh climate, with Hobgoodlyn on this random seed. Let's see what happens. That's a nice looking town. Maybe we can make one just like it someday. Okay, we're starting in winter. Or at the very least, let me just get some stats up here. Early spring, but there just happens to be a snow. Okay, I like to sort of do my GUI sort of like this. But in any case, so here are people. I paused the game. So here we have Cartez, the 11-year-old, with Yoselli, and Leon and Burley. In any case, we'll get to know our people in a little bit. Right now, I want to get a lay of the land here. Just to see how to plan the early days. So we're right beside a river, which is perfect. I really like that. It means we can fish early. It means we have easy access to trading port. This is ideal. Right below us, we appear to have a lot of rocks and iron, which is good. We don't have much of a sort of a deep, big, old-growth forest or anything. Although this will probably do for something like gathering, hunting. We have a relatively clear area across the river, which is okay. That'll be good for like expansion later on, I suppose. Lots of forest, This ought to work for a mine as well, this mountain. So it's nice. That certainly would, but I don't think we're going to get over there anytime soon. This is the deeper forest that would be interesting to sort of do gathering in. Actually, that's pretty close. So maybe what we'll do is we'll set up some gatherers and some hunters over here, and we'll chop down a lot of this wood for A, our early expansion, and B, we can actually put in some foresters' lodges to make it so that this regrows. And we can have our village here and start to expand down this way, and over onto this island as well, I suppose. So, yeah, I think that's probably the best way to get started here. So, let's get the simulation going. We'll get it going at 1 speed for now, as we do stuff. And the first thing I'm going to do is start to get some roads going on. We're just gonna move close to the river, and I want to get a bridge across so that we can, in fact, get gatherers. I have not played the game much, but in my experience, my very, very little experience, when you start out, having gatherers and hunters is actually a pretty great way of going about getting early food resources. So I've discovered. Now, we have to assign some builders, I think. So I'm going to do that, just so we get the road underway. And we'll start to get up some buildings as well. I think I'm interested, since we're right on the river, I think fishing is probably the best way to get early food as well. Now, basically my biggest concern, I mean, it is -5. These people are going to freeze to death remarkably soon. That's what I get for having a harsh climate, I suppose. We need to get houses up, but we also need to get food up. So I'm going to make a fishing dock. We're going to put it right next to the road, just for convenience sake, like so, and put a road to it. And then, I guess, just so that we have everything sort of compact and nice, I'm going to get houses started up right around here as well, backed onto the fishery. Yeah, built around this sort of an area. We'll chop these trees and harvest these stone, and do that sort of a thing. So let's do that post-haste, so that we get people in from the freezing all the sooner. So we'll just build, I believe you need 5 houses to house your early villagers. So they ought to start going. And they're cutting and they're doing stuff. This is good, they're building. And that's good. I didn't realize, man, harsh climate's going to be harsh. This is actually terrifying a little bit. We're going to get clear some territory here. Just get rid of these things for now. The reserve of logs is low, no kidding. And that's actually probably going to be okay for right at this moment. We'll get rid of this stuff as well in the near future. Now, our builders are notably building roads before they're building houses, which may be my downfall. But now we're above freezing, which is good. We do have lots of food too, which is excellent. But now that we're warming up and starting to get into spring proper, it's better. We're likely not to freeze. In my other games, I've been used to sort of getting houses up by the first winter, because then you really need them. But apparently, you really need to move quickly, because in harsh climate, it's below 0 when you start. And for the record, for my American viewers, I am using Celsius. I've changed the little statistic. It's not Fahrenheit. I am Canadian, and Fahrenheit is still something that confuses me. So, we're going to be talking in Celsius degrees as opposed to Fahrenheit degrees. Just as a word of warning. So, now I think this is probably reasonable that we can speed it up a little bit now, now that we have our initial stuff underway. So, one of the first things I want to do is, like I said, we need to get food up, and we need to get sustainable forest up as well. With the, let's see over here, Forester Lodge. We're probably going to put one of those somewhere down here. That way we can essentially have, you know, we can basically have a good sustainable forest early, which has always come to bite me later on in games that I have played, where essentially forests, I run out of wood and people run out of firewood, and then people all die to freezing. And frankly, if in spring it's -5, the winter is going to be terrible. So now we're going to assign some fishermen and get the industry started nice and quickly. Houses are going up. This is all well and good. We have a lot of iron, which is good. And we have a lot of tools, but soon enough we're going to want a blacksmith. I think they'll probably... Okay, people are still working on clearing this stuff, so we'll get to clearing this stuff soon. Probably my builders are in the midst of building this road. Not sure where the building task is at the moment. I think, well, okay, so we're building homes. So this is good, actually. Our fishermen are living right next to the fishery. We have Loreen and Freem. Freem, that's a name. Loreen and Freem the fishermen. So that's good. We're going to get to know them. We have the kid, Heron, who is just hanging around. She's not an adult yet. She can't work. There's Freem and Aramina. There's another one of our fishers. Yes. This house is almost done, which is great. Good. Cartez, Barely, Maury, and Allie. Allie is 1. So that's a larger family than these guys. Freem and Loreen. Okay, so good. We actually have coats too for the winter. That's nice. So we're building. Have we got this road? We have not got this road yet, I don't think. It's sort of hard to tell sometimes, you know. This is a built road here. This is a not built road. You could mistake it. It's just a little bit more faded. Already starting to rain. Very good. So this is delightful. We're okay. We had a bit of a scare with the freezing initially. I can't believe that. Man, winter is going to be absolutely disgustingly bad. I'm very afraid for winter. Okay, so we're idling here. So if we're idling, that means all this is cleared out. So that means that we can clear out some more stuff. Yes, let's clear out all of this little peninsula. And behind the barn, there's really not much to clear, so we'll just get all of it gone. There we go. And that'll get us some early resources. Now we're running, well, we're running low. We're out of stone. So we're gonna actually take some stone right out of the, there's a lot right on the coast here, so we'll get this stuff. So, don't want to make it huge, because then people are gonna be sitting there laboring over it for decades. Okay, so, this is all unhelpfully iron, which we have tons of, and we're not using. But that's okay. Now, the other cool thing about this is that this fishery is only coming to here. We can put another one right on this lake. And maybe even a couple on this lake. So, fish might end up being our primary source of food here. Now, we're already out of firewood, which is obscene. Why are we already out of firewood? We did it. These guys. Why do you have 450 potatoes? Do you actually need 450? Are you stocking up for winter now? Alright, well, okay, it is a family of 5, with 3 small children. Leon, Aramina, both fishermen. Those are my other fishermen. Owen, Rihanna, and Heron. Okay, so, let's see here. And then, Werrell and Yoseli. Yoseli? Don't know. Okay, so, that's cool. So we have our fishermen. We're building our first... We're almost done the houses that we need. We only have 3 homeless people left, and presumably they're all in a family. We're gonna need firewood before we don't need firewood, though. Essentially, because of these guys. They're not even burning it. They have consumed 24 potatoes, though, since the last time we checked in on them, which was not very long ago. So, they're into their potatoes, let's say that much. Family. I'm still not familiar with where all the buttons are, but we need a woodcutter, absolutely, to make ourselves some firewood. And I guess we'll put it here. I like being compact at the beginning, just so that people don't have to run around. Is this road being built? I think it is. Only up to here, though. Okay, so once we get in a little bit further, we'll start to make a gatherer and a hunter. Okay, so now we're actually more concerned with the house than we are with this, which is fine. We do need some stone, though. So presumably soon. I think I'm gonna speed this up just a little bit, just to see, get people getting things faster. Let's move along here. They're freezing because somebody I know took a lot of firewood without even burning it. Now, they have not burned any firewood and only consumed 24 potatoes, but I will argue, I will point out that Heron is now an adult. He's 10, and the other 2 have aged as well. the aging system in the game is not really what one would call lifelike. Essentially, in a season or two, I'm not sure about this. I think maybe a season counts as a year, as far as the game is concerned. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so we are getting stone now, which is good. We're getting up to 14. So we're about to... oh, we have everything. We just need builders. Okay, good. We have adults now. This is great. We're chugging along. We are going to need a woodcutter reasonably soon, though. So let's see here. They're getting wood. They're getting all this peninsula down. How's this road coming? I think this is what's occupying all of my builders. It certainly is. Although I don't know where they are now. Starting... Oh, there we go. The house is done. Rocky and Heron. Oh, good. So the two 10-year-olds who just grew to be adults happen to be a couple, it turns out. Maybe that was an arranged marriage. Hard to say. And also 2 children have been born in this time. Where are those children? So Websterlyn and Healy. Websterlyn is to our fishermen. Oh, wait. They're laborers now. Did they just... Guys, weren't you learning your trade? Not so much. Alright, so that's fine. These guys are fishermen now. Cartez and Verily. And one of the children was theirs. Okay, so there you go. Interesting. Huh. And the 2 builders are living together. It's interesting how they couple off that way, or they pair off. Interesting. Alright, so for some reason my fishermen switched around. Which, you know, so be it. To each their own. I suppose the fisherman's life was not for them. Now we've actually got some builders happening here, which is good. We've got resources coming in, which is good. Okay, so good. So our builders are over here. I'm going to put down a gatherer's hut, because I'm rapidly running out of food, you'll notice. And we'll put up a hunter's lodge as well, hunting cabin. I don't know why these trees are just spontaneously destroying themselves. None of my people are over there, right? Doesn't look like it. Well, alright, so there are gremlins out there, or something. Okay. This peninsula looks a lot more empty without those trees. But that's okay, we can actually start building up there and maybe get another fishery going on, that sort of thing. Yeah, that's fine. We can do things that way. So, actually, I'm interested in getting a road around here as well, just so that we have maximum mobility. Let's do this. When they have the time. Now, the game's AI for laborers is not super great, and so probably my builders will run from their projects and start building a road. Are they building this first? They are. Or, well, they're getting resources first anyway. Food reserve is low. How's the fishery coming? We've got a good number of fish out of that. But it seems like the fish are immediately going somewhere else here now. They still have hundreds of potatoes. They're going to be fine for a while. They've got all the fish, and yeah, they've got a bunch of potatoes. So food-wise, everybody has food. I don't have many in the stock, but these guys are both going to die come winter, real quick, if I don't get this thing built. Which, you know, I do have 2 builders assigned. Where are we at, guys? Where might I find my builders? Placing inventory in storage. Are you really working? We're gonna watch and see if you actually work, Lorene. You used to be a fisher. You are actually building the road exactly like I said. Well, okay. So roads are more valuable than food. I do understand the importance of a good transit system. Many cities in the past have failed for not having them, but this is a little extreme, because people are gonna... I mean, even wood would be nice, really. Alright, well, so we're gonna get out of follow mode here. Idling now, good. Sitting on the site of the place that she might want to build one day. Okay, Tassandra and Lynn. Okay, we're churning out the children here. So there's one, and there's the other. Perfect. So all to laborers. We'll have a long line of laborers to come. Lots of fish coming in. This is good. Yeah, I think for stocks we're doing okay right at the moment. Now we're in early autumn. I think what we're going to do is I'm probably going to cut the video sometime soon and move it over to a part 2. I don't know. I haven't really decided how long the series is going to go. Probably what's going to happen is I'm going to brutally lose in the first winter, so the answer will be exactly 2 parts. But we'll see. I don't want to commit to like a full-out Let's Play with it. You know, you guys tell me. You tell me if you like the series and want to see me keep going. I will certainly do at least a couple because I do very much enjoy the game, and really you're not seeing a whole lot of it if there's only 6 houses, a fishing hut, and sundry other things. So we'll keep this going, and we'll see where this goes. We'll see how the winter treats us. So thanks so much, guys, for watching, and I will see you guys next time.